Yesterday it was all, this weekend I should have said, it's all about transportation system in Nigeria. And yesterday our focus was on air travel. As a matter of fact, a flight took off here with Thelma and I as co-pilots, and we had a very important guest on the flight, an operator himself, the CEO MD of United Nigerian Airline. He was on board, and at one point on the flight, a staff of Airpace joined the flight. Mr. Ayodeji from Lagos. It was an amazing flight, and guess what? It was fully booked. No seat was left. Wow! Because you all joined the flight. It was amazing. It was interesting. We had fun on that flight. We talked about all the things as far as the aviation sector is concerned. We enjoyed that flight. Today we'll be shifting gears somehow, because today we're going to drive along all the Nigerian roads from south, east, west, north, middle belt. We are going to drive, and today Thelma and I will be driving because it's such a long drive. We'll be driving interchangeably. We all know that transportation is a very integral and important part of human activity. As a matter of fact, it's one of the basics of our socio-economic activities as far as human activities are concerned, and so we must pay attention to the transport system. What are the challenges that are confronting this very important sector? How do we surmount them? These and more we'll be looking at today, and we want you to come on board this amazing coastal bus ride. Next question is, how do you get on? How do you get your tickets? By sending in your messages, your thoughts, your contributions, and then you'll be a passenger on this amazing flight. And I trust you. I know I am a good driver, although I don't like driving long distances. But Thelma, she's a rugged driver. She can take you across the length and breadth of Nigeria without rest. And so you are into amazing hands. Yesterday I told you we had a full flight. Today let's have a full bus. Join this amazing bus. We did it yesterday. Let's do it again today. My name is Patience Eloy Abba, and this is Weekend Deal, your favorite weekend show on TV. My co-driver Thelma is looking all ready. Thelma.
It's been a fantastic time, hasn't it?
Yes, indeed it is.
And how do you know? I actually prefer to drive long distances than within town.
I know you.
I like to traverse the roads for hours on end, be my thoughts, playing good music and all of that. I don't like traffic. I don't like having to halt and turn and bend. I want to be doing it for
just
hours.
Going.
And thankfully, you know, over the years, I've been able to traverse Nigeria. I think I've been to about 29 states.
Really?
By road and air transport.
Travel,
and I was doing it road before I was doing it by air. And it's a very fantastic experience. I know I've been to the north, been to the east, you know, of course, the south, and been to the western part of Nigeria, all enjoying the different aspects of our rich and vibrant culture. You know, transport is, you know, it's so key. When we began learning to drive, you know, my dad said, no, she's just 15, she's just 16, you know, they are no. I smile, oh yes, no, when they've gone.
You carry the car.
Early in the morning, you know, my brother taught me, I watched him, and he taught me the beat he could, or the beat he thought he was allowed to at that time. I did the rest myself.
Yeah.
By 16, I started the road. It was good the first day. The road was free. The second time, saw myself climbing up a small tree. Like, what? My dad was coming back home from work. I saw one of his cars on a tree. You know how they designed me that day.
Oh goodness! I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Thelma.
You know, parents of those days was all kinds of things I heard. But at the end, you got to say, it's better to be late than to be the late.
Late,
And this
yes.
late is in two contexts.
Yes.
Learn the driving at the appropriate
Appropriate
time.
time.
Don't think 18, 19, 20 is late. 15, 16 is a bit early. And also, drive safe.
It's
Even
better,
though you
yeah.
arrive late at the occasion or
Agree.
event, and then be safe for your family. Sister, Ma, we love you. And Nigerians all over the world, we totally love you.
We love you, babe.
This
We love
conversation is all because of you. We want you to enjoy road travel, not just to your home, but within a beautiful country called Nigeria, comprising great and extraordinary people. Now, full throttle, oh, passengers, come on board.
I told you.
Come on board.
I
come
told
on
you.
board.
I
We are
told
the
you.
wheel. Let's do it together today. Let's do road transport Nigeria style with you. My name is Thelma Obaze. Come, join us. It's time to set the tone for our conversation today, our background feature. So imagine, just look up at your screens. Everything you need is right there. Francis, please take it from here.
Land travel is the most popular form of traveling in Nigeria. And because it's the most popular, we all have a lot of stories and experiences to share. If you're traveling out of a city, then of course you encounter the usual issues of other motorists being a bit reckless. They speed, and they are not careful about the interests of other drivers or other motorists or the passengers they are carrying. Then you have the issue of the road condition. The road condition is improved in some cases, but not many. We have a road network of about 225,000 kilometers in Nigeria. The paved area is still under 30,000. So to that extent, the road experience for the majority of road users is still appalling, because only some cities are part of the 30,000 that is paved. What about the areas that are not paved? And those that are paved that are now dilapidated. So a lot of the ease we experience on the road, the lowered prices we used to experience on the road, also went with that declaration. So that, in a way, is a summary of our experience. With petrol being so expensive now, many people don't even travel. So it is affecting social cohesion, it's affecting businesses, it's affecting economic growth.
For land transport, the roads are bad, and now that you have flooding in many places, it becomes difficult. Then you have kidnappers, armed robberies on the road, and at times you can have your items stolen, and you have rudeness of the drivers. There's no finesse. They talk down on their passengers, and you see the fare. The fare is very highly unstable. You can travel to Kaduna this morning by road, maybe with 2,000. Tomorrow when you come, you are not sure it will be 2,000, it becomes 5,000, because something that is unpredictable. If you are making a budget to go somewhere with maybe 10,000, you may get there, but to come back you have to borrow money, because a lot of things would have changed by the time you make up your mind to come. When you go to the parks, I think it's an all-commerce game. Business as usual, a lot of things are still happening. But there are also the unions there who are trying to enforce some level of discipline. But I think compared to the airports, I think the airports are much better security-wise than the motor parks. But you should be able to have a culture of getting more entrants into these businesses, supporting them, giving them all the support they need, and they should give passengers value for their money.
Weekend Deal today is captioned Land Travel Experiences in Nigeria.
Oh, if you're just joining us, it is Weekend Deal coming to you from the network service of the NTA. So Francis, with the background, has set a tone, and the conversation is about to start again. But let's go to Port Harcourt. They will delve deeper and tell us about the state of the state of our roads and highways. Yes, let's go to Port Harcourt.
Nigerian roads and highways form the backbone of the country's transport network, handling about 90% of all passenger and freight traffic. Over the years, the government has focused on servicing existing roads and constructing new ones, with huge budgets earmarked for rehabilitation and dualization of roads across the country.
If you look at the travel time analysis that has to do with traffic, I think Port Harcourt now is one of the very best among major cities in Nigeria because it takes you little or no time to commute from the city center even down to the outskirts. That's where the beauty of the flyovers come in. Not just the flyovers. They are magnificent, sights to behold. They're also carrying out the functions for which they are built, which is to ensure that there are no traffic bottlenecks anywhere and around the major areas where those bottlenecks were. As it were, it was looking almost impossible to take away these traffic congestions in River State. And you will agree with me that potholes have disappeared in River State.
In 2024, the federal government commenced the construction of a 700-kilometer coastal highway from Lagos to Calabar, which will pass through 9 states, aimed at reducing travel time. In River State, the Ring Road project is also on course, cutting across 6 local government areas, aimed at improving the road infrastructure within the state and connecting the rural communities directly to the city center. However, some roads, particularly the link roads, still call for attention.
Because of the flyover they are using all this road now for divert. This is the place that they are using. Motor is not running again since they have destroyed the road. We don't have any place to go again.
Rumokwachi community has suffered untold hardship from the fact that the internal road which the government provided for the motorists has been in a deplorable condition. Coming out of the route is a problem from Osoba axis to Rumokwachi Obuguru Road, which is supposed to be a very short distance.
We are in the transport sector. We are having difficulty traveling and taking people from place to place because our primary responsibility is to take people, passengers, goods and services from place to place. But we are limited to the road situation. Okay, let me take a practical example of the East-West road. The East-West road is totally cut off. We cannot deliver the needed services to our customers. The nature of our roads are so bad that we cannot operate. We are having serious challenges in this sector. We require the intervention of government.
If you talk about between Enugu, Port Harcourt and Bar Road, you can't put it. You can't really say it's a quality road because it goes bad almost as soon as the rainy season comes.
It is imperative that the government and relevant stakeholders continue to put in place positive measures to ensure that traffic congestion and poor road network remains a thing of the past.
Bricks. We're parking the car. We just were in Port Harcourt. We entered safely, we drove, but you saw the challenges our vehicle faced on the way. We had to maneuver. Good thing everybody is safe, okay? We're picking up a passenger here. He's ready. I'm talking about Prince Bulus Audu. He's the CEO, BN Logistics Support Services.
Bulus, you're welcome to the Weekend Deal Studios.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay,
good morning, Nigerians.
Yeah. Okay, I should have said you're welcome to this. It's not. I didn't say flight. To this ride. Your emotion. We just picked you up, so you're welcome on this ride.
Much.
Yeah, it's going to be a smooth one by God's grace. Okay, so our next passenger is someone who is very familiar with the Nigerian roads. He is Comrade Aliu Isa Ore. the acting president, Nigerian Union of Road Transport Workers.
Hello, welcome to Weekend Deal, comrade.
Good morning.
Come on board gently, step in, step in. We are safe drivers, so Patience and I. We went to driving school, driving lessons, everything on point. Yeah. And we have our driver's license, everything to boot, so you are safe.
That's good of you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Great to have you. Great. So let me start with you, comrade. We are having our conversations for the betterment of our nation. And we know that you are well versed, you have a holistic view of exactly what we're talking about. So I want to put things in perspective. Road transport in Nigeria, we've enjoyed ourselves traversing the nation. And we just saw now, you are a captain. You saw the different vehicles that we used to introduce you. We used the saloon car, auxiliary vehicle, lorries. We didn't use jets because no need for jet today. It's all about the road. So we know you know exactly, what we're trying to bring to the fore. Tell us now, if you want to talk about road transport now, how does Nigeria stand? How well are we situated in terms of our ability to take our clients and customers from one place to another place safely? Pick them up, drop them.
Good morning, like you rightly say, I'm Comrade Ali Saudi, the acting president of the NURTW here in Nigeria. Well, our duty, our function is to carry a passenger from one passenger and goods, not only passenger, because you are saying carrying a person, passenger and goods from one place to another. We operate in different categories. We have a feed truck, which is normally carry passenger, normally passing goods from one area to another. We have vehicle like 14-seaters. We have of that of 7-seaters, and we have of that of 4-seater. Formerly, the 14-seater is being used by 18-seater, but because of the convenience of the passenger, we reduce it. As at that time, we carry 4-4, making 18 passenger. But because of the love we have for Nigeria, because of the passenger we love to, we have to reduce it from the 4 to 3 passenger, 3 people.
So they can be very comfortable when
so
they're
that
traveling.
You'll be having a comfortable while you're driving. In some of our vehicles, at times when you reach a bus stop, we give you minerals, water, just to heat yourself.
Comrade.
So this is NURTW, National Union of Road Transport Workers for you.
How about not be political here?
We are not.
That you give people.
But how come you didn't bring where's our snacks now? You are on board our track.
We are heading to the snack. but for now, we are starting with water and the cookie.
The snacks will be waiting for us there. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, most welcome. Yeah, most welcome.
That was impressive. So, Prince Paulus.
Yes, please.
I see that you two are no stranger to the roads. Being a logistic person yourself and having a company,
yes.
The BN Logistic Company.
Yes.
How will you describe our road infrastructure? If you are going to look at it, how well are we done in providing the right infrastructure for our cars to move on? Because I do know that the life of a car also depends on how good the roads are.
That's right.
Let's talk about the infrastructure.
Right. Thank you. Good morning once again, Nigerians. It's my pleasure to be in your studio to discuss about the challenges of road infrastructure.
You're in our bus.
In your bus moving, yeah. And infrastructure in Nigeria. Yeah, just like I will pick it up from where the comrade have landed. It's quite been a challenge in navigating towards Nigerian road and all that. But having said that, we still make sure we get all our passengers and all our goods and services to the destination that they are desired to be. Yes. Yeah.
It's a good one. Okay. Patience, take
it.
I
was just going to say that I want you to talk about the state of our roads. I mean, you are the one who's, I can say you practically live on the roads. We are just today going, but that is your where you operate. How would you describe the Nigerian roads as it is?
24 hours of the day, our members are always on the road. Our member is the only person our only person who can tell you the state of the road. Sure. I remember sometime 5 years ago, the former Minister for Works, Fasola said he wanted to know the state of our road in Nigeria. He has to invite us. One of our secretaries and 2 others travel all the way from Abuja down to all the nook and corner of Nigeria. Why they are coming to Kwara State, which I am state chairman at that time, myself and others went there to welcome them. They know how bad the road. The road is bad. Let me tell you, we only have the access road we have in Nigeria that you can be called a road. It's just like 22%. Our roads are very bad. Let's start from let's took a state in particular, so that you'll be able to know what I'm talking about. Yes. I know of Kwara State, where I come from. When you are coming to Abuja, we have like two ways. It's either you go through Kogi, and come up through airport, or you go through Niger and come through Zuba axis. 75% of the road is nothing to write home about. It can be it is uncomparable. Particularly when you are traveling out of the country, you see some of their roads. So Nigeria roads are very bad, and we have been crying to the federal government that most of the accidents being occurring in our road is caused by the bad road. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, comrade. Prince, how do?
Yes,
okay, yes, the roads are not as we would like them to be, even though we always see tractors and workers on the road nationwide. There's no doubt that before the end of this year, we will see a deliberate and intentional effort to move us from 22% to perhaps, by the grace of God, 50%. So like here, we look at the glass, it's always half full. Thank you, comrade. Prince Audu, please jump into this conversation. While our snacks, comrade is getting ready the snacks, the light refreshments for the morning, the cup of tea, what's that lovely puffy, those things we can use, light in the morning. Let's tell us about the impact on the amounts that customers pay to travel. I know that, like I said, I've been to about 29, 30 states in this nation, and I know then we used to go to you can come down morning, buy your ticket, you are going. And we used to even enjoy night travels. I've journeyed, I've had my best travels in the night. We take off at about 12 midnight or 11, and then in the morning, we're having a different state. It was so refreshing. Like I said, it's a character building experience. Now, I know that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with strong prayer. And many people dare not travel at night. That one is just a no-go for now. Talk about the cost. What are customers paying now to travel? Because now, like I was saying earlier, and we told the CEO of United Airlines yesterday, air travel now is for, yes, it says super rich. Today we put S to the power 2, super rich. Yes. We're being gradually eliminated from air travel, So we're jumping excitedly now to go back to how we began road travel. Tell us, can we still afford to travel by road? I'm in Lagos now. Where am I traveling to now? Oh, let me go see my family in Edo State. Maybe we'll pick up some passengers. No, we're going to Makodi. Patience said we're going to Benue State. That's where we're going next. We want to go there. What am I going to pay you from Lagos to Benue? What does it cost? And how is it affecting, your business, what they bring to the table, and then giving them the quality that you think they deserve with light refreshments from comrade? We'll miss out that one. Tell us.
All right. Thank you very much for your question. I want to also use the opportunity to explain a bit different between what comrades angle and what we are doing. We provide an executive shuttle services. We don't have a motor park, we have offices. So when you book for our vehicle, we deliver it to you, you use it, you travel, you come back.
Do you give them a driver as well?
Yes, it comes with a driver and the fueling. We give you a Hilux that will help you to convey your police to the destination where you're going, because when police give you approval for police, they will not give you a vehicle, so you lease it from us and we give you those vehicles.
Let me. Let's say I am new to Abuja and I want a car for 2 weeks. Can I do that? Let's say a normal car. Let's say I want a normal Corolla. I don't need a big SUV.
Yes, yes, you can have that.
You can have that. How long will that? How much will I pay for that?
That comes with a driver and the fueling services.
Abroad, but most times
we've not. He hasn't finalized the first one about cost from Lagos to Benue, for example.
Yes,
okay, you don't do that time, so now you're within town.
So I was just trying to build on what
he said.
Yeah, so I was trying to say that, for instance, if you flew into to Abuja from Lagos, and you need a rental services, you need a vehicle that will take you. You have some few meetings in some few ministries that you need to touch here. You hire a car from us. We give you a car and a driver that will drive you. We are not yet in the level where in the international stage where they will allow you to drive the car yourself.
Okay,
now, because of the inconsistency of some of our legislation, we have to stick with our drivers driving you, and then we have operational hour. Well, they drive you at so time.
Let me close one eye.
Cost. What is the cost?
Okay, the
I'm
cost.
closing one eye.
For instance,
I'm afraid.
Okay, that's fine.
It's
affordable. That's why people are still patronizing and are using the services. Okay. If you come to Abuja, for instance, from Lagos, you want to hire a Camry car to drive you around Abuja for a day, you can pay within the range of 40 to 60,000 per day. Yes. But
to any part of
Abuja. Yeah, within the city metropolis, not Abaji, not Buari or Gwagwalada. So it's restricted within this.
Does it go to Nyanya Maraba?
It does. It's
okay,
within,
it does.
Yeah,
I needed to be clear on that.
It does.
So Maraba is within the
because it's within the catchment area of the FCT.
So do you have snacks, light refreshments, and all of that?
Yeah, we do when the customer requests. Sometimes people they want to have their quiet time. They don't need to be distracted. Maybe
they don't want to eat anything.
Yeah, so you just want to be transporting from one point to another, and the client may not even want to have a conversation. So you don't need to jump in and start interjecting. So maybe you just want to concentrate and then get himself prepared for the meetings going forward.
So between 40 and 60, I can actually hire a car for a day. That's what it means.
Yes, that's what.
And what is the return time? I can take from 8 o'clock to what time will I return your vehicle?
It's 6 p.m.
Oh,
anything you're exceeded after 6 p.m., then you're going to be negotiated and agreed on overtime. So you're not paid for that services.
Okay.
But beyond one day, you can do like a week?
Yes, of course. And for instance, if you are even doing longer days, you crash down the price for you. Okay, if you are taking longest period, we'll bring down the price for you so that you'll be able to also have a leverage on that wholesale.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, can I take? Okay, comrade.
Yeah.
We do know that insecurity is a thing in Nigeria now, and I do know that the roads are one of the highest targets. How is the Nigerian Union of Road Transport Workers, your association? What are you doing? Has it reduced your routes? Are there some routes you are avoiding right now? Or how are you coping? Or is there some routes that there's a particular time you pass? Or because we are so scared of Nigerian roads now, and how are people managing? Or are the number of passengers reducing?
Thank you. These are part of our challenge. You know, our member, that is driver, is the first target by these insecurity people. The first thing they usually does is to short the driver so that the vehicle will be able to stop. They'll be able to kidnap others. So our member are always target. Recently, in Maiduguri, a driver was killed because they want to kidnap those inside the vehicle. They have to shoot the driver. Immediately the vehicle stop, they will come up en masses and kidnap the remaining people. In Niger, in Katsina, even last week, chairman of Katsina was telling me that about 15 local governments in Katsina state, our members are not working.
They've grounded their businesses.
Honestly.
Oh my goodness.
It's because of this insecurity.
But I know
about
that
15 local
some
governments.
vehicles
We are
travel
crying
with
to the
security.
federal government. We are crying to the.
Do you travel with security?
You know, unlike my colleague who have like 10 to 15 vehicles, you know, we have, in Nigeria, we have more than millions of vehicles. We are operating in the park, not individually.
Yes.
You want to tell me in a Jabi motor park here, once a car is moving out, is to go with one policeman. How many policemen do we have in Nigeria? If at all we are able to avoid it, but how many? And we have so many parking in FCT here, not to talk of any other state.
Nationwide.
So we cannot be carrying a police on a vehicle.
Cannot.
Even if they don't have manpower.
Okay. Okay, but okay, the insecurity is affecting everybody.
Yes.
It's a deep issue. But we've also seen the efforts by armed forces. It's been unrelenting over time to ensure that, you know, they make the road safer for travel, because they do know that Nigerians will travel. If you were to look at what is on ground now, are there innovative measures you and your team can bring to the fore? Even if you cannot take armed forces from police, Navy, you know, anywhere else, are there innovative ways we can do it? What else can be done?
It is nothing to be discussed
here.
Okay. We have our strategy tools, which we adopt. You know, this means started reducing because of our innovative, and we have been doing that. But it's not a thing we can be discussing here.
So that
we have been doing on our own part. We
so
have
that the
our way.
Don't even get to know.
We have our way of getting information, and we have our way of dispatching such information, and we have been doing that, and has been helpful. But you know, your this thing cannot be as good as those who are watching you.
I agree.
So that is what
but
is
again, I want to say, in those days, I don't know, even now, if you, for example, if you're going to Benue State, I can't count the number of roadblocks, police roadblocks. Are those things helping?
I'm just coming from Makurdi at least 2-3 days ago.
Okay.
I was in Makurdi 3 weeks ago. Okay. Actually, the road is good now.
Yes.
I must confess.
Yes.
The road are good now.
Now.
And there is a lot of police.
But I want to also say that we're talking about good roads. If you're leaving Otukpo to my village, I don't know if you know Otukpa.
I know.
That
it
road
has
is
been long. Oh, yeah.
That road is the worst road in the whole Nigeria. I lost my brother in March, and I had to travel that road. I've not been there. It was I don't know, it was traumatic.
During this rainy season, it's a no-go area.
It's a no-go area from
Otukpo to Otukpa. Whether in the night or in the afternoon, it's a no-go area. Not from Abuja. Within Benue.
And it's a federal road.
It's a federal road.
And it's terrible.
I passed through it when I was coming from Lokoja down to...
You know what I'm talking about.
Always, we
know we are always be on the road.
Yeah.
We always be on the road.
Okay. We have a listening leadership. We know that.
Yeah.
As we're talking, the aim is to bring solutions to the fore. Changes will be made. Work is ongoing.
Right.
And weekend deal emotion is going to take a stop now, so that comrade can give us the light refreshments. You know, we can wash our faces, rest our feet, and all of that. And then the journey will continue. Don't you go anywhere.
Okay, so whether you fly or not, we all use the roads, because it's always our show go to for the places we want to quickly get to. We all use the road. Now let's go to NTA Makurdi. They'll be taking a look at the road transport, the public transport system.
The journey of 1,000 miles to one's desired destination usually begins with a step. However, the means of transportation, be it by road, air, or sea, depends on the choice of the traveler. This informed choice is made based on several factors.
Our fares are very affordable. We understand that the direction of the government is to a large extent subsidize transport.
Right now, I'm making use of the availability of what I have.
Benme's teeming population depends mainly on road transport, although a good number of those who live and do business by the riverbank make use of water transportation.
See the flying boat there, ba? Are they used to flying boat? Because motor they keep us, if you fall, you don't die. If you na water when I enter, go still come out. Upon the problem where we they get, it no be like motor own.
A visit to various parks in Makurdi reveals that the complications arising from road travel mostly arises from the attitude of road users who try to outdo one another. Many Nigerians and even road law enforcement agencies complain about indiscipline and reckless driving on the roads by public transporters. Road safety managers have not rested on their oars in trying to keep the road safe for commuters.
The current administration has been so concerned about improving drivers' capacity in terms of driving. From time to time, we bring those people from law enforcement and other experts who give our drivers training.
Road transport managers say road travel is safer and the best.
Yes, there are challenges. In Benue State, patients was just saying hello grandma, hello to our folks and everything, greeted them, then quickly joined us on the bus. And she's not alighting today, but of course she'll visit, and she's always in touch with them via phone.
My mommy and daddy.
Yes. You know that we know there are dangers inherent in road transport journeys, but there are also many success stories and many successful travels. Water travel too has its pros and its cons, but let's now move on to surmounting. When we discuss challenges as a team like this with experts such as you, we identify where there are challenges and then we begin to raise the bar to where solutions can be proffered, first by you for all our colleagues to hear, and then we clear a very interesting path forward. We just came from Makurdi, where we saw the canoes on the water. So another exciting means of travel too. You get to see a lot and then you see the activity in the waters. But we go back again to our road journey. Comrade, we're with you. I'm still looking. The snacks, are they here? Coffee, tea, soft drinks. Still on the way, right? Okay, good one. We celebrate you and your team and your ilk. People who journey Nigerians to and fro on a daily basis, an unending job. And we know that they are challenging, but they are also good experiences. We've had cases where bags were left in vehicles. Now, passengers shouldn't be afraid, even if you forget anything. Tell us about that. People forget some goods, some items, laptop, phones, even huge sums of money. How do you train your captains of your vehicles to stay loyal, to stay honest?
We have a department called Road Accident Health Insurance Scheme. That is right. They are to take the manifest. When you wanted to board a vehicle, they will write down your name, your next of destination, your next of kin, where you are heading to. If there is an accident along that route, you are entitled to a certain amount of money. But if there is a death, both the driver and the passenger, they are entitled to a certain amount of money. The next of kin will come and collect it. If you boarded one of our vehicles from Lagos down to Abuja and you forgot your load or anything, since we have manifest you, all you need to do is just go to the park that so time I boarded a motor from Lagos down to Abuja. Immediately they put a call across to them in Lagos. Which motor left around 6 a.m. They will be able to trace the driver, they will be able to trace the number of the vehicle, and they will tell you that this is the so vehicle that left at that particular time. You get your distance. I will give you an experience. I told you I'm from Kwara. There was a man who came all the way from UK. He chartered, as soon as he landed, he chartered a whole vehicle with his brother in Lagos, who came all the way from London to welcome. The two of them came, they entered the vehicle at Ijora Motor Park, and they left. So while they are on their way, they were discussing London, UK, Nigeria. While they arrived in a lorry at Sawmill Motor Park, they landed there and he took all his load, but forgot his jacket. So he quickly ran down back to the motor park that he has forgotten his jacket. They called the driver. The driver was at the mechanic. The driver later came back, said he had saw it and he kept it somewhere. Because he had the manifesting. Said he had saw it and brought. The man, as at that time, about 10 or 12 years ago, the man gave out $200. Wow, the park is like festival mood on that day. So we have a department for that. We have been doing that. Hardly, unless you enter a motor by roadside.
Okay, so I think
if you enter a motor in a destination park, anything you forget, you are going to get.
That's even a good one. Why we should even discourage Nigerians from standing on the roadside?
Yes, I think the lesson there is that enter a proper motor park, make sure you're on the manifest. Yes. Your name
even
is
they
on the
didn't do
manifest.
that, you ask that you want yourself to be manifest.
Yes, ask that you want yourself to be manifest.
We have been doing that. It's a department that produced me.
Yes. Oh, good one.
I'm heading that department about.
And a very good product. Indeed.
Yes, I am.
Yes, true.
That's what I used to tell them. I'm a product of rice manager.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
Okay, another thing I would say is that because I'm coming back to you because we are all on the roads.
Yes.
And you are the acting president of the
road
workers, for how to say it. Do you train your drivers, or who can become a driver? Can I just buy a car and join your association?
That's a good
question.
What
is the process of becoming a member of your association or anybody?
I've been expecting that kind of question.
Okay, it has finally come.
That is a good question.
Thank you.
You know, before you become a driver, you have to be licensed.
Okay.
Licensed by the federal government. Once you obtain your driving license, then you now come to the park. We register you.
Okay.
You must have a sortie. It's not that you are just coming that you have a driving license. You are coming. No. You must come with your driving license. And before you obtain driving license, you have to be 18 and above. You know, Nigeria will not. Nigeria government will not register you if you are not 18, unless you go through back door, which I don't think they are doing. So you have to be a driver. Once you're a driver and you have been licensed, you come in. If you are new, you have to be registered and got a sortie, a reputable one. That if you are driving this motor, you are not going to be a thief or somebody who is going to be a bad person. Let's just on the road. So once you got that, you become a member, fully member of NURTW.
Okay. Interesting.
What about
training?
Yes.
You are heading to
the.
You
train your
No. We have a section, education department.
Okay.
Even the man that come with me, we call him come 30 men. Is the head of the education department. We do training. Michael Moody is teacher in a lorry. It's part of our trainees. We have so many of them. Quarterly, monthly, we do training.
Training and retraining.
Training and retraining.
Okay. Because there have been cases where I want to ask you something, but let me just comment on that. Way back when I used to do road travels, it's been quite a while now. You know, sometimes you tell the driver, slow down. They'll be arguing. You know, and that's why I want to come to you now about customer service. But you know, they'll be arguing. This job, do you know? Do you know this work more than me? I've been driving for 55 years. My gray hair is not up to the one on your father's head. All of that. But I'll come back. I've been told to go straight now to Kano. This bus is in motion. We're moving. No need to lie to. We have your messages coming in. Be a part of our conversation. Full screen in the entire vehicle. You can watch all our features. Kano, we're coming straight to you. We know there are challenges. These have full glass. Okay, share your experiences. Let's see.
Land travel in Nigeria has become an anxiety-inducing experience as opposed to what it was in the past. Nowadays, there has been such a harsh decline in Nigeria's transportation system. Land travel especially has been with numerous challenges. One of the most pressing issues is the state of the nation's infrastructure. Many roads have uneven surfaces, potholes and erosion. This dilapidated network not only extends travel times but also contributes significantly to the high rate of road accidents.
The major issue is about tires at the first percent. That's to cause a critical accident.
The issues of overspeeding, overloading, route violations, and all that issues of human factor that borders around human factor. Issues of environment. We have issues of the road infrastructure, and even weather comes here because that under certain weather conditions it's difficult to drive and you may have more crashes under such conditions.
Speeding, poorly maintained vehicles, and a disregard for traffic regulations are habits of some drivers that sometimes worsen the situation.
We may have more crashes on the roads where we don't have road infrastructure, including road signs and all that. Then we also have an issue of the one we refer to as mechanical issues, which borders around the functionality of vehicles. Yes, because bad tires is part of it. Driving without a wiper, without proper brake system, are all contributors to crashes.
The threat of kidnapping, armed robbery, and violence in certain regions make Nigerians to think twice before embarking on a journey.
Normally, forcing security by only God can be our security, because no matter how we do now, initially we believe that God is with safety. He's one that controlling us, whether it's day, night, or day, or anytime, because normally we are with drivers, we run day by night. Sometimes we meet a majority of this kind of thing.
From experience, we've seen that there's a pattern by which these people, bandits and all that, criminals on the highways operate. So, if the drivers are vigilant, obey traffic rules and regulations, obey the speed limits and all that, and the driver and the passengers are also very vigilant, I think we can avoid, like I said earlier on, night travel, certain periods.
It is also recommended that travelers should plan their routes by researching and avoiding high-risk areas. Travel in groups. There is safety in numbers. Be vigilant. Be aware of your surroundings. Avoid isolated steps. Avoid night travels.
So they're telling us to avoid night travels. I remember, like Thomas said, in those days, it's good night Abuja, good morning Lagos, and it helped people a lot to get things done. But these days, the times have changed, things are evolving. They're saying avoid night travels. Okay, the state of our roads, we can't talk enough. Prince, we have to still talk about the state of our roads. And we all see how a road is constructed today. In the next 3 years, it's looking like, sorry, I'm still going back to my own village road, Otukpa Road. They will do something like they have done it. You go back, I'm telling you, in a year, the potholes can actually bury a whole house. And you're wondering, what is going on here? So how can we get our road infrastructure right? What can we do as a nation?
Okay, thank you so much once again for an opportunity to even highlight on this critical topic of the road infrastructures in Nigeria. The government are trying on their own to make sure that these roads are fixed properly, but I think this new government have come up with a new method of trying to do the road that will last longer, because this road will keep on recycling. Repair a road after 3 years, it get bad again and all that. So, but just like example for this Lagos Calabar Coastal Road, Yeah, so that new road is a fresh road. It's no longer being repaired or being rehabilitated and no. So by the time government start doing newer route, I guess taking off from the old road is going to help also to strengthen.
What kind of road is it?
Yeah, I learned the Honorable Minister of Works was mentioning the issue of doing a concrete road that will last like 100 years, which will make people not think about the road again for such a long time.
Minister, please do it. Minister, we are rooting for
Yeah,
you.
so but it's a good thing that government is looking at that area, that a newer way of doing things that will now get a better result. So it's a good thing that government is investing in road infrastructures and other roads that are more wider to accommodate more people in the country. But if you concentrate on the inner roads and not the one that take you around the country, like the coastal road that tries to do from Sokoto to Badagry and all that. So those things will also open up the whole country so that you don't concentrate on a particular road. If many vehicles follow each road every time, the road is going to worn out. But if there are different alternative roads where you can follow, so the traffic on that road will be reduced. So it's a good thing that government is looking at opening up more newer roads to accommodate the existing ones, and not forsaking the existing ones and still put them in proper and motorable ways.
Oh, wonderful.
And good thing we can use our beautiful city as a roadmap for progress in terms of infrastructural development, talking about roads, because we're having a marvel here in the FCT. Permit me to take some messages because Nigerians are watching and they'd like to give you a feedback on what you're telling them. Someone says, talking about the road from Kaba to Ilorin, said the road is bad. He said it can be better, but we applaud you and your men for, in spite of the condition of some roads, you are still conveying passengers to and fro their destination. Someone's talking about the Benin Auchi to Okene Road. He said it can be better. Talking about the Warri Yenogua Port Harcourt Road. Talking about the East-West Road and Port Harcourt Aba and Enugu Lokoja Road. He said that Nigerians want to use road travel because you get to see many sites, and they would like for those responsible and responsive people to please take a look at those roads and do the needful. Okay, Mano from Gombe says, I'm a student in Niger State and some of our roads are not good. I would say about 40% of our road in Gombe are not good. They say, please, government, look to this road so that more Nigerians can use vehicles to travel within the country. I even know that in times past, we had vehicular transport outside of Nigeria. Is that still happening, comrade?
From Nigeria to like...
Can we travel to any African country by road?
Any African country by road.
I've been to Togo by road before.
Togo, it still happens,
I've
but
been to Togo by road.
there are certain type of vehicle that you can be used. It has to be lances.
Okay.
It has to be lances to cross. So it's a must.
Okay,
so,
definitely.
but there are few.
There are
few, and there's only few country you can go with.
You can go to like that. Okay.
Okay, let's talk about these big trucks that carry goods from one point of the country to the other. Like again, I'll still rely on my own personal experience. Going in March to bury my younger brother, we saw so many trucks that have fallen down, you know, because of bad roads. Is it possible that because some people say that because we use the same road with these big trucks, heavy trucks, it's part of why the roads spoil on time? Is it possible for a route to be created for this big, I don't know, I always think about it. For hauling vehicles.
Well, like you rightly said, it's very possible.
Okay.
But the one we are using, the existing one, it's not even good. Talk less of
that's what
I usually advise the federal government that let's repair our rail. If the rail system is working, it will discourage the 16, 20 big truck on our road. But do you know what? 90% of the truck you are seeing is being owned by the elite. The elite.
It's being run
that
by
is why they will not like the rail to work.
Okay, but even if they're going to use it, my thing is, okay, why don't we have another route for these big trucks so that they don't compete with the normal passenger cars, you know, it could help.
Even the time of the day when they move.
The time of the
it shouldn't
day.
be the time when we are on the road.
Where it's scary.
Because you see, you'll be driving on the road, you just see 3 big trucks are keeping company with you. And you know this notion that sometimes their brakes are not working.
Yeah, it's
already
so
you're already
scary.
panicking, having palpitations. But how did you hold your thoughts? Our vehicle is in motion. Thank you for being very great passengers. You are enjoying the refreshment from Comrade, enjoying nice gist from Prince Audu. Let us take a short break. Okay, when we come back, there's more about road transport in Nigeria, traversing all the states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. Don't go anywhere. We're here, our guests are here, even as we come to it, they assured us they will end this journey with us up until they hear the last whistle on Weekend Deal today. So, Prince Bulus, let me ask you, you know, everything now is online.
Yes.
I said earlier how we go to the park and buy tickets. I used to have a ticket the morning I'm traveling. I'll pack the load and go there. But now, these people want convenience. And of course, thank God you are the right man in the right place. I'm in the UK, I'm in America, I'm in Europe. I've watched Weekend Deal today. I've been part of this interesting road journey. I want to be a part of your logistic movement. How do I get on board?
Okay, thank you very much once again. You just go online. For instance, you can go through logistic company.
Calling your company name.
No, I'm not calling. I just go through the logistic company in Abuja, and you can go through them, and then you can select any one of them, and you can book for us. You book online, and then you tell us the number of days you need to spend in Nigeria or Abuja or wherever. Then we can now book it out, give you a cost and a performance invoice. Once you make a payment, we'll now reserve a car and a driver for you. Beautiful. Once you're arriving from the airport, the driver will pick you up and walk with you all through. So everything is done online now.
Okay, that's seamless.
Yeah,
that's
seamless. You don't need to have a physical contact with just
anybody.
Yeah, just.
But what about you now? Can you track your vehicles?
Yeah,
like if they're moving within Abuja, how do you know that they are where they say they are?
Yeah, okay. Part of also the added quality service that we provide is the tracking of our vehicle, which is additional security to the vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
We know where the vehicle is at each particular time, so that you don't take somebody out of a scheduled line. Yeah, for instance.
And it also helps you in accountability.
Yeah, so that we know where you are at each time. Our vehicles are tracked, so that nobody take you for a different route. You can't say you're going to Gwagwalada and somebody's taking you to Buhari. No, we'll say, where are you going there? Okay, so beautiful. Our vehicles are very tracked.
So, Comrade Alaji, talking of online, when would the NUT have...
NURT.
Please, sorry. Get to a point where I don't have to come to the park. I know that, yes, some travels, like some travels are already doing a whole lot of travels. But I'm talking about the regular motor park Jabi. When are you planning on going online, Alaji?
You see, you know, unlike his own, he has his own company, he has his own monopoly over everything.
Yeah.
The Jabi you make as an example,
yes.
It's not being owned by somebody, it's being owned by local government, it's being owned by the government, and every of our members are coming to that area. Yeah. You know, it's quite different. No, I'm coming. But with good innovation, with what is coming up now, we are planning to have it.
Excellent.
Like myself, I track all my vehicles. You know, I have my own vehicle.
Yes.
I track it, but my tracking is that just for me to know the location where he is, in case he took some passenger to Kanu, and he decided from Kanu going to Casino, I'll be able to know.
Okay, we need to go.
No.
We need to go now. Oh, gentlemen, it's been amazing. Patience. Okay, you can't be on the wheel. You're a passenger.
So take us. Land us. I didn't hit my head now. Tell my the busy is too much.
I'm reversing now for you guys to alight in a dignified manner. Your final words. That's right. Your final words. Yes, One word.
All right. Thank you so much. It's such a privilege and an opportunity to be online on discussing road travels and our road infrastructures in Nigeria. Thank you so much for having me.
My colleague on the way, please obey the traffic.
Obey
the traffic light.
Thank you so much.
God bless Nigeria. We love you. We love you. Bye. See you next weekend.